Hello and welcome to Everyday Yoga for Mature Living. I'm Lucy Gerland, Certified Yoga Instructor. Today's practice is designed to help you build strength, increase your flexibility, and develop a calm, focused energy. We will do seated poses and standing poses. All of the standing poses have an option to be done seated, and Carrie will demonstrate that. Also with me today are members of my gentle yoga class. You'll need a sturdy chair with a firm seat for today's practice, and please have your chair on a non-skid surface if you're doing standing poses with us. Also for standing poses, you'll want to either be barefoot or have a nice flat shoe on to help improve your balance. So now let's begin. Come to seated at the front edge of your chair. Place your feet firmly on the floor with the knees bent, hands to your thighs. Have a nice straight spine, and just start to inhale and exhale, breathing through the nose, settling your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. As your breath calms and smooths, allow it to become deeper, breathing deeply into the belly and exhaling fully. 2 more times like that on your own breath. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to do circle breaths, so please have your arms by your side. Exhale. As you inhale, draw your arms up, lengthen through the spine. Take your palms together and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands up towards sky. Hands release and exhale down. Continuing with circle breath, we inhale up, palms touch, hands come heart center. Inhale up, turn your palms out, exhale and release. Do that 2 more times on your own breath. Follow your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and release. And 1 more time. Inhale, hands heart center. Inhale up, exhale, and release. Now you start to feel the breath flowing more smoothly and deeply. Take your arms up to shoulder height and interlace your fingers. Sit up tall, nice tall spine. Here we're going to start warming up the back. Exhale from here, and as you inhale, draw your hands towards sky, arch the back, maybe lifting the heart and lifting the gaze if that's comfortable to you. Exhale, draw the hands forward as you press through the spine, spine toward the back of your chair. Inhale, arching the back as you come up, lift the heart, lift your gaze, and exhale, round through the spine, opening all those little bones in the back. And inhale 1 more time, uplift, and exhale down. Press the spine toward the back of your chair and sit up and release. Shake everything out. And we'll begin our standing poses now. So if you'll be standing, join us on the right side of your chair with your left hand on the chair. If you're staying seated, remember to follow Carrie. She'll show you the seated options. We want the feet hip-width distance apart, firmly planted into the earth. Stand up nice and tall with a straight spine. Inhale. We're going to do a gentle forward fold. So tuck the chin and slowly round the spine as you walk the hands down the legs. Stop whenever you feel like you're finished with this forward fold. And inhale, walk the hands back up the legs. Take your gaze forward, come to standing. Let's do that again. Tuck the chin, exhale, round down, walking the hands down the legs. Inhale, walk the hands back up the legs and come to standing. Now, if that felt good to you, you can let your hands this time slide down and up the legs. Inhale, tuck your chin, exhale, forward fold. You may go the same distance, you may go slightly deeper now that the spine is warmer. And then inhale, let the hands come back up the legs to straight spine and roll the shoulders back, come to standing. Have your left hand on your chair here. We're going to move into balancing poses. Right hand to right hip, this is tree pose. Take your right foot to the ball of the foot and turn your right knee out toward the right. Now you have an option to keep your toes to the floor as you bring your heel to your left leg. Stand up nice and tall. You might want to try lifting the foot off the mat and bringing the entire foot to your left leg. Keep it on the shin below the knee. Stand up nice and tall, building lots of strength in your left leg here, and see if that left hand can come off the chair. If you still feel balanced here, you can take your hands to heart center and stay up in your tree. Try and find a spot that isn't moving to help you with your balance. Now release the hands and bring your right foot back down to the floor. So we're going to do that again. Left hand to the chair, right hand to right hip. Right foot comes to the ball of the foot and right knee comes out. Decide where you want your right foot on your left leg. Inhale and exhale, and then bring hands to heart center if that works for you today. If you feel very stable here, exhale, and then as you inhale, maybe start to draw the arms up any amount towards sky. Exhale the hands back to heart center and release the foot, release the hand, shake everything out. We're going to come to the back of the chair now, and here's where you really need to make sure that your chair will not move. So check it, make sure it's steady. Both hands on the back of the chair. We're going to do downward facing dog. Start walking your feet back until you come to a nice capital L position. The arms are straight, the legs are straight. Inhale and exhale. Feel the spine extend here. Breathe. And then walk the feet up to your chair. Take a breath here. And we'll do that again. Hands still on the back of the chair. Walk the feet back. Lengthen through the spine. Come to a nice capital L position here. Take a breath here. You'll see Carrie do this with her hands toward her knees and a nice straight spine. Inhale the feet up. Come to standing behind your chair and come over to the left side of the chair now. The feet are still hip-width distance apart. The legs are very strong. Exhale here. Now sweep the arms up as you inhale. Bring the fingertips up. Keep the hands shoulder-width distance apart. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, tilt over to the left. Just as far as you feel comfortable going. Inhale back up and tilt over to the right. Start to feel that side bend opening. Inhale, arms towards sky. Exhale back over to the left. Check your right foot. Make sure it's still firmly planted into the earth. Inhale up and exhale over to the right again. Left side stretch here. Left foot is pressing strongly into the earth. Inhale up, reach towards sky. Slowly turn your palms out. and release. Go ahead and roll the shoulders back a couple of times and forward a couple of times to help release the shoulders. Take a breath here and prepare for tree on the left. Right hand is on the chair, left hand is to your hip. The feet are firmly on the mat, all 10 toes are pointing forward. Take your left foot to the ball of the foot and turn your left knee out. Now you're going to find a home for that left foot somewhere on the right leg. The toes can stay on the ground, or that left foot can lift onto the shin. See if you're comfortable bringing your right hand off the chair, and then take hands to heart center if this is comfortable for you. Inhale and exhale, standing strong on your right leg, building lots of strength. The chair is always here for you if you want it for your balance. And slowly release, left foot down, take a breath here, and we'll do that again. So the right hand is back on the chair, left hand to hip, left foot to the ball of the foot, left knee out. Find a home for your left foot somewhere on that right leg, below the knee. Inhale and exhale, and if you like, hands come heart center. Now if you're feeling very stable here, exhale, and then as you inhale, allow the hands to start drawing towards sky. Inhale and exhale, hands come back to heart center, and release everything, shake everything out. We're going to come back to the back of the chair now and go back into our downward facing dog, that beautiful spinal stretch that feels so good. And maybe we'll take it a little farther into balance if you choose to go there today. So get nice and long in your dog here, and take your right foot behind you, the toes to the earth. You'll see Carrie drawing her leg up and forward. We're going to start letting that right leg come up off the floor, any amount that feels comfortable and stable to you. Inhale and exhale, draw the right foot back down. Now take the left foot back, toes to the floor. Inhale that left leg up. Breathe here. And take the left foot back down. Walk the feet up to the chair. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to come back to the right side of the chair again and do some wide-legged poses. So we want both hands to the hips from here, and take a giant step to the right with your right foot. Turn your right toes so that they're parallel with the long edge of the mat. Turn your right toes out to the side of the room, the hips stay forward. The first wide-legged pose we're going to do is Warrior Two. You're going to bend that knee, then look down. Make sure the knee is over the ankle. Inhale and exhale here. If your knee is past your ankle, walk your right foot farther out or come up a little on your knee. So now that your knee is in the right place, release your right arm out to the side. If that's comfortable, take your left arm out to the side. Then turn your gaze and look out over the fingertips of your right hand. You're in Warrior Two here. Inhale, exhale. Now we're going to move this. Straighten your leg as you inhale, your arms towards sky. And as you exhale, bend the knee, take the arms back to shoulder height. Inhale up and exhale down. One more time in the Warrior Two. Inhale up and exhale down and hold here. Now take your hands back to your hips and carefully walk your legs together. Step the legs out for a moment. We're coming back to a wide-legged stance, so take a giant step over to the right again, and the right toes come forward again. This time we're moving into triangle. So the legs will stay straight. Take your right arm out to the right. You lean forward, pressing back through that left hip. The heart stays forward here. When you've reached your edge, just let the right hand come down to the right leg. Inhale and exhale, and if you're comfortable doing so, let your left fingertips come to the sky. Inhale and exhale. Now take your left hand back to your hip. Use your core to help you lift yourself up with the right arm out to the side. And we're going to do that again. You can take your hand to your hip for a moment to rest that arm. Take the right arm back out. If you felt super comfortable, you may take both arms out. Lean forward, press back through the left hip, and take the right hand to the right leg. Left fingertips towards sky. Make sure you're not pressing into the leg with that right hand. The right hand is resting gently on the leg. Inhale and exhale. The core is working strongly here. The legs are working strongly to help keep you up. Lift yourself back up, arms out to the side, hands come to hips, and again, carefully step your feet together and walk it out. We're going to return to the back of the chair now. So go ahead and step your feet back, come into that downward facing dog. By now it's a nice stretch. We know where we're going with this. Take your right foot back. If you lifted it up last time, go ahead and lift it again. If you want to try it this time, do so. Now, if you feel really stable, allow the left hand to start floating up off the back of the chair. Inhale and exhale. Left hand comes down, right foot comes down. Take your left leg back and allow that to lift any amount. If you're feeling stable, let your right hand float up. Very challenging balance here. Do what feels proper to you, comfortable and safe, and release and walk up to the top of your chair. So things always go better the second time. So let's go ahead and do that one more time. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Now you might choose to just stay here and enjoy that spine lengthening. That's perfectly fine. You might lift your right leg and say, this is all I want to do now. Or you might try floating that hand up again. See what works for you today in your practice. Take your right foot and left hand down. Let the left leg come up if you want to. Right arm floating up, extend, and release. Walk back up to your chair. Inhale and exhale. And we're coming to the left now to do wide-legged poses on the left. So remember, we started with hands to hips, taking a giant step out to the left. Moving into warrior two, we want to turn those left toes to the side of the room. Hips stay forward. Bend your left knee and now check it. Make sure again that that knee is over the ankle. You might need to move your foot forward or come up a little bit, whichever works best for you. Try not to be leaning over to the side. Stay right up on top of your hips here. Inhale and exhale, float your left arm up, float your right arm up to shoulder height, and then turn your gaze to be looking out over your left fingertips. Breathe here, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And now as you inhale, straighten your left leg, take your fingertips towards sky. Exhale, the arms out, knee bends. Inhale, fingertips towards sky. Exhale, knee bends. Inhale, fingertips. And exhale, knee bends. Stay here. Look back out over your left fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Take your hands to your hips and carefully walk your legs together. and step it out. Shake out anything that's starting to feel a little tight. We're doing some vigorous poses here. Take a giant step over to the left now. As we prepare for triangle, the left toes head toward the side of the room. The hips stay forward again. Left arm comes out. We reach through the left, take the right hip back. Remember, the heart is staying open here. Come out till you reach your edge, and then let that left hand come gently down to the left leg. If you want to, the right fingertips towards sky. You might even be moving your gaze so that you start to look for those fingertips. Do whatever feels comfortable and stable to you. Take your right hand back to your right hip, lift up with your left, and we're going triangle again. So feet stay the way they are. This time maybe the right arm comes out. Inhale and exhale, draw forward. Take the right hip back and come into triangle on the left. Right fingertips towards sky. Remember, there's always an option to keep your hand to your hip. Use your core here. Inhale, exhale, and then draw yourself back up. Use your core. That was triangle. Hands back to hips, and step your feet together. Walk them out. So we're now done with our standing poses, and we're going to come back to seated at the front edge of the chair. Sit down carefully. Knees are bent, feet are forward, spine is nice and long. Take a moment here to just regain your breath and to think about how various areas of the body feel. Are they loosening up? Shake out anything that feels that it's a little tight. Always feel free to do that. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Starting with your hands on the edge of your chair for stability, you can hold on if you want to, or just have them on the edge of your chair. The hips stay very balanced on your seat. Lift your knee, right knee comes up and lower. Right knee comes back up and lower. One more time, right knee up and lower. We're working the hips here, staying nice and lifted. Also a little balance. Left knee comes up, foot comes down. Left knee up and foot down. Left knee up again and foot comes down. Now we're going to work the core a little more. So sit up straight. See if you could take your hands behind your head and sit up tall. If you're not comfortable here, you can have your hands to your shoulders or cross your arms across your chest. Either way works, keeping the spine long. Inhale and exhale forward. Use your core, stop halfway, and inhale yourself back up. So little sit-ups here. Exhale down and inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and release for a moment. Now, you'll definitely want your hands either to your shoulders or behind your head as we work the obliques. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, lift your left knee and take your right elbow towards your left knee. Come back, put the left foot down, lift your right knee, take your left elbow towards your right knee, come back, put the foot down. We'll continue. Go at your own pace here. You might want to go a little faster. You might want to go a little slower. Just raise one knee, take opposite elbow to that knee. Getting the obliques here. And go ahead and finish up. To be even, you'll want left elbow to right knee. Sit up nice and tall and release your hands to your side. Inhale and exhale. And now we're going to take the legs straight out in front of us. That's a great quadricep builder just in itself. We're going to add some ankle work here. So point your foot and flex it. Point and flex. Keep that leg lifted. Point and flex. Now point your foot and take your ankle around in circles in one direction. Circle in the opposite direction. This leg is probably feeling very fatigued now. Go ahead and bring the foot down. That's an indication that you're building strength. Take the left leg forward. Inhale, and let's work the left ankle. So point the foot and flex. Point and flex. One more time. Point and flex. Then take the foot forward. Make circles with your ankle in one direction and then in the opposite direction, and release the foot to the floor. Sit up nice and tall. Take a nice deep breath. Shake anything out as we finish up. Now we get to enjoy the benefits of the practice that we just did. So finally, we sit back in the chair, just releasing into the chair, letting go of effort here. Sit back calmly and comfortably and allow your breath to be very smooth and settled. Just work with your breath until it calms down. As we move into final relaxation, we're releasing all effort. The breath starts to move in and out without any help from you, just like it does all day. If you're comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. Otherwise, just let the lids be heavy. Have your hands anywhere that feels good and comfortable to you, and just lean back and enjoy. The breath is soft, the heart is soft, the mind is calm. Just breathe. And now slowly allow your breath to deepen. Blink your eyes open. Start to bring movement back. Wiggle fingers, toes. Exhale the arms down by your side, and then take a nice inhale, just lifting gently, arms towards sky. Exhale, release. And now take your hands to heart center. Bow your head to your own good heart and your bright spirit in gratitude and admiration for all the things your body and your spirit have done for you in today's practice. Thank you all so much for being here. It's been an honor to be your guide through this practice. Namaste.